Let's see. So this is obviously not the whole convention. You guys came for this because you know what fanfic is. I'm guessing. You know, get it down to know what fanfic is. Raise your hand. Truly, I'm going to ask you. You know what fanfic is? Okay. Now you don't have to answer this part, or you certainly don't have to tell me your pseudonym or your ghost name or your pen name. But does anybody write fanfic? Okay, and that is a little less than the average percentage. And tell me again, so based on that real quick, I want to ask, how many of you, is this your first time? I know, yes, so a lot. Right, okay. And that's really interesting to me. So I didn't know how much of this time in here together was good. You can sit on the floor. You don't want to. Okay, so let me say this part real quick. As we were walking in, because I was telling Mandy, and it's, so I'm on Tumblr and Twitter and AO3 and Instagram and, you know,
all of the things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I totally went through and I got my name on all of them. I didn't get my name, except for that one person that got my ass get then. Oh yeah. And then when I posted about it on Twitter, somebody, anybody here? Wasn't anybody here? I'm here to ask first about it. Somebody tweeted me back and said something like, oh, that's me. If you want your account back, tweet me back. And I was like, but I was probably being baited. Like, I don't think it was really that person. I think they were just trying to get everybody shut up. You good? You ready to say? Part of the reason why I asked Ron to film, and one of the first things, or one of the things that I want to do, and I have to hurry a little bit because I did verbose, I taught them. I asked them to have this pen. That's right in the middle of the face. It's annoying, isn't it? Is it annoying? Okay, let me do this thing now. Hold on. So, Furman, don't make this live yet, guys, because I don't want to make a loud noise. Don't make your hand there. Oh, I know. Like, right? You should have seen me trying to eat chicken last night. Oh, I know. Because everybody that autographs thinks, like, I have to look cool. I mean, I'm a cast iron. My house better than not better, because there's no judgment. Okay. So we're walking. So it's funny to me that I feel like I know you guys from a lot of the Twitter handles. I mean, who was it? Oh, that earlier today, and I was like, that's you? I've seen you online before. I love you. You know, when somebody said earlier, you favorited my
Yeah.
And it's really cool to me, and I love being online. Anybody know who One Direction is? I'm not saying you have to be.
They're coming to Universal.
What? Yeah. You didn't know that?
Oh, really?
Like, I think November 9th or something?
But you can only win tickets to go to, like, the show.
Oh.
There's tons of,
can't.
like, contests, like, make a t-shirt or do something like that. All kinds of yeah.
There's fanfiction.
Listen,
You don't want to read that one.
What's funny is I haven't looked for anyone who thinks.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Listen, who's going to say the S word first in here?
Shit. That?
No.
Which one?
Swamp.
That one?
Stir. It's a fanfic now, so we might as well, right? But one of the things that I wanted to, I recently did she's not even on the tape, you're going to live tweet it, aren't you? You can live tweet it, that's fine. So can I say, this is Matt. So, Mandy, remember when in the elevator I said, see, it's funny to me that it's like...
Oh, wait, are we...
No.
Don't bring
Don't say anything. You don't have to say your Twitter handles or whatever if you don't want to.
No, she's not
about
the
video.
video.
The video.
The burrito.
The burrito video.
We'll tell you the burrito later, but I know that someone... Come here. It's making me embarrassed. You were going with the phone, and I was like, hey, phone's a guy. Okay. Are you guys, is this your first con?
No.
First teenwolf?
No.
Nice. Okay, do you know what fanfic is?
No.
Awesome. Be very careful. So, but if there's, and the reason I ask that first thing is, if there's anything that I say that you're like, huh? What is that? Please throw something at me or say, well, what are you talking about?
Throw it towards your cast.
Yes, exactly. Not as good as ours. But what the whole here, particularly at this one, beaconchills, or why did ByteCon back when, or why I'm going to HowlerCon, you know, coming up in New Jersey, is because, largely because the fan-run conventions. When I see somebody walk into a room with a pencil sketch of me, you know, the knife picture, I'll do this one, you know, and they've sketched it, or somebody's made me a bracelet, or you know, or somebody's taken a photo and made a GIF out of it, or created something from it. That means something to me. And ooh, see, okay, so I'll show you how to do it, because this subject really, really gets me. The reason I asked about 1D and Justin Bieber, for example, though, okay, I'm a believer. Anybody else a believer? Okay, really? Really? Everybody else will admit it is what I'm saying, okay? Okay, write and sing and dance and play like 80 million instruments, and I have huge monster respect. Didn't though until I saw the movie. Didn't know that much about it, but anyway, so now I'm a believer. But those two in particular, for this demographic, right, young here, young people, especially compared to me, you guys know who they are. They became as huge as they are because of the fans and through social media and through YouTube. And that's why I believe in a fandom. Particularly this fandom, for a lot of reasons, and I probably shouldn't have worn the lava mic so it's all through the room, and just told you guys this. There's a lot of misinformation out there. So I want you to know that whatever the hatred or anger or information you may get, it's not always accurate. Just run it through a filter, maybe not. Okay? That's what I'm going to ask first. Back and way up for the what's a fanfic thing. So, fan fiction. I had no clue a couple of weeks ago how many other layers there were, and I did a podcast with not another teenwolf podcast, and I point to Maddie, because Maddie's here representing Not Another Teenwolf podcast today. Yay! And if you haven't seen Not Another Teenwolf, they're a group that's caught a lot of heat too, because if you're on this side or this side or that side, there's so many sides to the Teenwolf fandom. Guys, please, 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 as a maybe former, maybe not former cast member, I'm saying, okay, my high school, saw some movies you became a werewolf, just saying, I don't know. But as somebody who's been on this side, I don't believe in a fourth wall, or else I wouldn't be sitting here gathered around in a circle with you guys. I don't believe there is a fourth wall.
What's a fourth wall?
Oh, what's a fourth wall? Oh, a fourth wall. You please Google it. But I'll tell you this much: it's where the actors sit on this side of the screen, and the audience stays over here. And that's not how life is anymore. Because there's this thing called Twitter, and YouTube, and podcasts, and Tumblr, and I genuinely don't think most people that are normal. Okay, good. It's just you made me nervous. Okay, just right. I don't think most people that are normally on the on-camera side get it. And that's caused some problems. Particularly in this fandom. I will give you this caveat first, and I don't think I made it clear enough in my podcast with that. I believe this fandom is getting played against itself. And I won't say anymore because I want the success of this show to be tremendous. Because every single one of these people that sat here, and these dude, Todd Posey, whom I love, and I mean all of them. Truly, there's not a person no, don't get me wrong, it's not like that. Okay, wait, there's one person who absolutely makes me crazy. He's such a scoundrel. And it's Ian. And I tell him all the time, Ian, you're a scoundrel. Okay, but he does scoundrel so well. And it's just a good word. He's such a cat. But in that sort of James Bondy villain sort of thing, you know. But in any case, truly there's nobody on that set, cast or crew, that I don't have the greatest respect for. And I want the most success for the show, for their sakes, but also because I have heard the stories. This is the part that gets me. Particularly because of the way my role ended, I've gotten more stories from people and more notes with letters. People who said things like, I didn't understand why my mom killed herself until I heard you talk about it. Or people who messaged me and said, I was done. I was at the end of it all. And I happened to read some fanfic. And I'd never seen the show. And then I started watching it because of the fanfic. And there was one last little thread for me to hold on to life. And it changed. Yeah. Oh my God. I mean, like, yeah. We love it because it's awesome and it's so great to watch. But the fact that I know, because I believe these people, I've had fandom say to me, this show saved my life. That's why I love the fandom. Somebody on Tumblr after that podcast wrote something about their interpretation of what I had said. And some of what I said was misinformed and misspoken. And that's very true. And I have a public apology for that. You can see it on my Tumblr.
Is that what that big long post was on your Tumblr after that?
It might have been. Yeah, it might have been. And then I put some...
there was like an image in there too.
Yes, I think there was. Because I said, I loved this. I was at the BiteCon fanfic panel, and I learned from a gal that does a lot of cons, and it writes a lot of fic. The phrase, your kink is not my kink, and that's okay. And I thought, that's so cool. I love that. Yeah, not so much. I learned very quickly that it's not your kink is my kink, because I don't have any negative associations with that word. But I get that it's out there. So when that was brought to my attention, it was ruled. Okay, I'm sorry. What I mean, what was in my spirit was, hey, whatever you feel is will be. You ship when you want, feel how you want to feel. We talked about that last night. Ooh, look, see? Look, see? It's weird to get goosebumps for a cast. I gotta tell you. That's the spirit I need. Whatever it is you feel may not be what I feel or agree with, but I entirely respect the right for you to feel that way about whatever relationships or about whatever show or about whatever it is in life. I have a rough copy of the Declaration of Independence hanging outside of my bedroom door. So every time I walk outside my bedroom, there it is in the hallway. Because I believe in the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. How do we want to pursue it? Find me. All that being said, I wanted to give some basis for fanfic. Fan fiction is fiction that fans write, fan fiction, stories that fans are inspired to based on a spark. I'm going down to the France, very excited about that. Based on a spark from something wonderful like teenwolf. If it saves your life, you might be inspired to, I don't know, draw a picture, or write a story, or whatever it is your imagination has done. And then so that's fan fiction. And then I also discovered, wow, when people would ask me questions, well, why did Victoria do this? Or why did, well, I had to figure out reasons for that as an actor. It looks pretty stupid to kill yourself in your daughter's, or stick a knife in your chest in your daughter's bedroom. It's pretty awful. Well, I read it and I thought, kidding me? How am I going to justify that? I wouldn't do that. But how do I, then as that person, and because you have to have thoughts, otherwise it's meaningless to do that scene, to be in that place. Backstory, some people call it, or whatever.